Hi, this is Jithesh. WhatsApp number +91 965 66 11 829. Yesterday, a question was raised. The question on after death is definitely an interesting topic, especially since August 1st is fast approaching. Different religious beliefs presents different viewpoints on the concept of after death. Even in Hinduism, the concept of death and what happens after it has conflicting views. For example, Advaita Vedanta says self is neither the doer nor the enjoyer, na karta na bhokta. Para Advaita and Nyaya philosophy says self is both karta and bhokta. While Sankhya and Yoga philosophy says self is not the karta, the doer, but it's the bhokta, the enjoyer. So religious philosophies have conflict on the concept of self, what is liberation or moksha, what happens after death, along these lines. So to give my point of view on the question on death, I will avoid the complex terms like jiva, atma, etc. and give an example based on information technology, especially in mobile space where I have knowledge. So you can map it to your religious beliefs. Okay. Consider your body as a phone with a SIM and an account to which you have subscribed. So you download apps, win multiple levels. So when the phone is outdated or does not work, you just discard the phone and put the SIM in a new phone. The SIM is the godliness in you, which always remains pure. And it can get converted to micro SIM, regular SIM, or whatever be the case as required. Now, all the apps you downloaded, the levels you progressed, are maintained in the cloud. There are multiple things to be done, like releasing the account subscribed to the specific name, done as death rites. In whichever religion you are following, there are death rites to be followed. Also, like in order to avoid purging of files, account files, and data, you would probably perform things like Pidur Bali or visit your ancestors' grave. All these things are done. And cloud also has to remove unwanted files accumulated. So there is a timer also associated to the cloud. So things to be done by nature based on the person's account, and there are things to be done by the relatives. And of course, things which are specific to that account as well. When the time is right, the account is associated to the new phone and SIM. That is why you see some people suddenly transform into religious path or change their ways in their 30s, 40s, or in a specific age. The transformation happens all of a sudden. Based on the capabilities in the new phone, the data downloaded might be intermittent, so you'll be getting making progress intermittently, or it might even result in bonus levels, so it may be much more powerful than what was there earlier. So overall, what I want to say is all the religious viewpoints are correct. Depends upon where you take the point of reference. Let's say you take from the SIM perspective, then nothing really is required. As anyway you get a new phone on death, the SIM gets a new phone. If you take it from cloud perspective, data just remains in the cloud. The type of cloud will vary, but it remains in a specific kind of cloud. If you take it from data perspective, there are various things required to be done as death rites and after death rites. So these kind of details. So don't overanalyze the example. Just try to map it to your belief system. And don't get confused on conflicting views. Follow your faith. Thanks.